Every time I hear something stupid, I'll be right here talking about it. Now, hear me out on this one, because I heard something this morning that I got a little problem with. Now, Hawk Newsom, one of the co-founders of Black Lives Matter, Greater New York. You come on TV this morning, and you started off a little hard, like a racist would. Everybody's not a racist. Now, I have noticed throughout the day, now they have talked about some of the stuff you said this morning, but they're talking about the wrong things. Because you brought up two things that need talking about. And I'm going to tell you how to fix them. You brought up the people are doing all the crimes out of poverty. To an extent, I see that. I've worked in criminal justice 40 years. So to a point, I can see that. To another point, no. That's the generational gap. Kids growing up without parents, all kinds of reasons. Teachers not teaching. That ain't what I'm talking about. You brought up about your governor, Holcomb, took money from a program that was specially made for, I believe, the inner city youth and housing. And she took that money and put it into the Buffalo Bills football team. And then you made a comment that her husband owns all the concessions for that stadium. That is a major, major problem. Now, I'm not sure how your finances does, but you've got Black Lives Matter, Greater New York chapter, and I'm sure there's other chapters all over the country and all over the world. Then you've got Black Lives Matter org. We're going to get into that in a minute because you made comments about that too. My question, why in the world are y'all not going after that governor? Because if that happened, that's corruption. People need to be going to prison. I'm sure they can find a spot for these people. Because from what I've seen of your governor that took Cuomo's place, she ain't very much. She don't give a damn about anybody unless they're putting money in their pockets. My personal opinion. But why is Black Lives Matter not doing that? Where's the lawyers? Where's the investigators? The money, I don't know about how much funds your chapter has, but by God, BLM org, they got the money. They're the ones who's buying mansions. And then the lady who's the co-founder of that, I sit there and I watch her. She's talking about a 1990 poem. Because apparently they're in trouble with taxes. Because even though you're a nonprofit, you still end up having to do some things. That's a standard thing. Everybody does that. Who's a nonprofit? It's not racial at all, and she's hinting on making it that way. Now, personally, she took a good thing and got greedy. You know this. And I really believe that you do, for the simple fact, when you were asked about that, you got to diverting just like you said the mayor did. Now, do I think the mayor's diverting? Yes, I do. Do I think there's a major crime problem in New York City? Yes, I do. I mean, I don't think anybody can deny that, including you. But my $64,000 question: why aren't you in your chapter and Black Lives Matter as an organization coming after this? Because they're defeating exactly what you're trying to accomplish. It's not the police. Because I guarantee you, the people who live there, they want the police. Now, true, their kids and grandkids, when they get in trouble, they don't want them, but they want to feel safe. Go after the real problem. And right now, from what I'm seeing by your interview out of your mouth, Holcomb, your governor, her husband, they should be having a big problem with y'all. Big problem. Because I guarantee you, I don't know why the ACLU is not involved in this. Somebody needs to be involved in this. Because if that is the case, tear them up. Hell, I would be the first one to help you. Man, I don't care what color you are. What the kids are the innocents of the world, and they're supposed to be the innocents of the world. They're not supposed to be out here shooting each other. And you know the streets. I know prisons. People get into prisons because they don't have any family structure. That's where they get their family structure from. And you know this because I do. So, why aren't you doing something about it? Why are you ducking and dodging when they're talking about the girl who bought the $3 million house for $6 million? They're out to get me. That's bullshit. I mean, damn, there's tax laws. It's been a great ride. Why isn't the money that's been donated to the cause of exactly what you're trying to do, why ain't it going there? Okay, when you were on Fox, they told you they would come down there to when you're doing one of your community events. By God, hold their feet to the fire, make them come. Say, hey, we're doing this. Come on down. Let people see what you're doing. If you do that, I guarantee you, people will help. Hey, a lot of ways you're just like me. You are not the best spokesman on the planet, and I damn sure ain't. But common sense is common sense. You also talked about the Republican and the Democratic parties. You know, in a lot of ways, you're absolutely correct. Now, New York has been Democratic forever and a day. There has been a few Republicans who have actually put some programs in, or tried to, that would actually help educate people. But by the time it goes here and gets sifted down to here, and everybody, because you got a lot of corruption up there, has took their money out of it, it's a pipe dream. You know this. You're there. I can tell it just by doing a little bit of checking that I have done today. I hope people listen to your full interview you did, because, quite honestly, you brought up some issues that need looking at. And oh, by the way, when you talked about the Democratic Party, you were absolutely right. They've been doing that for 50 damn years. Just like they're trying to do it now. I mean, what is it, 6 months to the election? 5 months to the election? They're going to try to put lipstick on a pig. Tell you anything that they think you're going to believe. And then the minute they win, oh, you can hang it up. And don't think it's racial, because, hey, they do the same damn thing to us too. And the Hispanics, black, it doesn't matter. It's all about the power. If you like what I'm saying, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. Leave comments. Share it with your friends. Subscribe and share it with your friends. Because if everything you're saying on national TV is correct, people got some answering to do. Black Lives Matter, the organization with all the money, needs to be helping you. They need to be helping all those communities. That's what the money was donated for. It was not donated for greedy ass people to be buying mansions all over the damn place and say, dude, this is my new office. Really? I'll do more later.